What's up, everybody? This is Shaheem Reed, the Rap on Wrestling Podcast, here with Spiff TV. Nice background, Spiff. I'm digging it, man.
Little podcast room vibes, you know what I'm saying? With the Samsung soon to be, you know what I mean?
Theory.
I like it. I like it. Nick 816. We getting closer and closer to that day, and then of course we got E Will with the background. Zeus. Zeus and
They're
Hulk.
having a match up there. They're having that rematch.
Man, they could actually make the illest WrestleMania card with just the people that's deceased in heaven right now. Hogan, Macho, Savage, Warrior, Zeus, Andre, Sid, the Bulldog. So many, man.
Oh man.
We just finished watching Friday Night SmackDown. Of course, it started with a tribute. A tribute to Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan passed away. Um, I'm gonna say he's the most recognizable name in professional wrestling history. You could debate it, but
Well,
I mean,
Shabby.
I just think everybody around the world knows Hogan. And they started SmackDown off with a big tribute to him. Triple H gave a speech. They did an opening video montage with Hogan. Let me pull up some of the words. Triple H said that Hogan captivated millions of people and inspired them across the globe. He also said that none of the people would be standing there. They had all of the wrestlers, the whole locker room, well, most of the locker room was out there. Said would not be standing there if it wasn't for Hulk Hogan, and they gave a 10 bell salute to the one and only Terry Bollea, aka Hulk Hogan. You saw Jimmy Hart was crying. Hulk Hogan chants, and then they did the video. Guys, we didn't get a chance to talk about this, but Spiff, I'm gonna start with you, man. Where were you when you heard the news that Hogan passed away?
My friend called me and left a message on my AI. I got like an AI answer machine assistant, and he just was told the AI, he's like, "Man, Hulk Hogan's fucking dead, man." And then that's when I got the message. I'm
Damn.
like, "Dang."
E Will, what
Yeah,
about you?
it's fun, but it's not. It's Hogan, man. I mean, who didn't have a fucking wrestling buddy, Hulk Hogan? You know what I'm saying? Or I had the fucking Hulk Hogan background. That would be my background all the time. You know what I mean?
hmm
Man. But
Yeah,
yeah,
you
man.
had the wrestling buddy last week, right?
Yeah, that was my background,
Yeah.
Hogan. But yeah, I mean, like I said, he was the most influential crossover to do it first. You know what I'm saying? Thunder in Paradise. Who didn't watch Thunder in Paradise? You know what I'm saying? That was legendary. That's a legendary show. Thunder in Paradise. You know what I'm saying?
uh, hey, the episode when him and Flair and all of them was on Baywatch.
That was funny, man. And he was doing his thing still, but shit's crazy. It comes in threes. You had Malcolm, you had Ozzy, and now you got Hogan.
Yeah,
It's,
Yeah.
yeah,
it's a
man.
it's a
Rest
it's
in
a tough
peace.
it's a tough week for people that was kids in the '80s, man. For us, that was kids in the '80s, man. We saw a lot. Malcolm was and we give a big shout out to Malcolm Jamal Warner. He was a huge part of our childhood too, man. Watching the Cosby Show every week, and just seeing him be the ultimate son. Somebody who was he got in trouble, not nothing too crazy, but he did get in trouble. He wasn't perfect, and we got to see him grow and mature, and just be a great role model to young, not just young black men, but all kids, man, men and women of
hmm
all races and creeds. So we give a
Yeah,
shout out
man.
to Malcolm Jamal. Ozzy Osbourne. I wasn't really up on him too much as a child, but I did work at MTV for 11 years, so I definitely was familiar with the Osbournes during my time at MTV,
You know,
and
what really, I mean, Black Sabbath, you know, is the music and stuff, you know, certain songs. But when they had that reality show is when it really, I would
Yeah,
watch
when
yeah,
that shit.
they became how yeah they became megastars after
Yeah,
that, man. Even though
Mhm.
Ozzy is already iconic off that before then, I'm just saying
yeah.
that show helped that.
Yeah, man, it's ironic. My favorite Ozzy song is "Mama, I'm Coming Home" too, man.
That's a
Yeah,
fire.
So that's like my all time. That's one of my joints right there. So, yeah, it's been a
yeah,
rough week, man.
yeah. Nick, where were you when you heard the news about Hogan?
man, I was at work, and then like I'm literally like I'm walking back like to my office, and then I hear somebody else saying like, "Oh, Hulk Hogan's dead," cause somebody they were just talking about Ozzy the other day, and I'm like, and so yeah, I checked my phone, and it was crazy. Wasn't expecting that.
I mean, a lot of the like other podcasts, like uh Russo and all that stuff, were saying for the last couple weeks that Hope wasn't doing too good. That you know they
Right,
said that he
right. I
was
was
in the
already
hospital.
leaning like he
Mm.
had surgery and it didn't go well,
Yeah, he was
and
having
Mhm.
complication healing from the surgery.
correct. And they said even if he made it out of this, he wasn't going to be able to talk.
Yeah.
He wasn't going to be Hulk outside of recovering. So it's just sad, man.
Mhm.
No nobody wants to see that happen, man. But yeah,
No.
WWE they lost a legend for sure.
I mean, I think the whole goddamn world of entertainment lost a legend. I thought it was interesting during SmackDown, Cody Rhodes came out to cut his promo on John Cena, but during his promo, he actually um shouted out Hogan, and he really talked a little bit about that Terry Bollea, the man, had a complicated history, and we have feelings that are complicated when it comes to talking about Hogan. I was surprised, but I was proud that Cody and WWE did acknowledge that they did acknowledge that this is somebody who we did grow up loving, but the elephant in the room, he had some horrific racist
But
remarks.
he's they still brought him out recently, even after the remarks. That's when
Yeah,
all
yeah,
that
yeah,
you
yeah.
know
Yeah,
Yeah, Netflix.
they
yeah, they
still
brought
brought
him
him
out on
out.
Netflix. Yeah, of course,
I mean,
they brought him out several times. But I'm just saying that
his
I think
his beard was still on the mat. Jimmy was still Jay wore the hat. So
You know, I get it. You know, he said some racist shit. He might have been a little racist, but we you know celebrating Hogan. You know, he's a person. You know what I mean? It is. He passed, okay, but you know he still was a lot of people childhood who tuned into wrestling because of him. I mean,
mhm.
There's no
I saw
WWE without Hogan, man.
yeah, I saw
right.
Chelsea Green post something too. Did you see Chelsea?
I didn't see what she posted. What she say?
I
Mhm.
guess she might have talked about him or praised him or something. Then she went back and tweeted like, "Hey, I don't condone or whatever he's done in the past or whatever."
Nobody,
Just
yeah.
trying to clean her face. I don't know if she might have got some heat. I mean, what are you supposed to do? Not.
To me it's just a shame that we when a day that Hulk Hogan passes away, we shouldn't have mixed feelings. Somebody who was such a big part of our childhood and somebody who, for a lot of kids, Hulk Hogan might have been like the first hero, the first person we looked up to. I remember being in elementary school and we have to do like creative writing and me writing about Hulk Hogan and Macho Man and those were the guys who I love. Being a wrestling fan, I remember my mother actually went to um me and Ari's mother. Shout out to Ari. Our mother went to Madison Square Garden and she saw Hulk Hogan win the championship belt from the Iron Sheik. And I
That's
remember her.
legendary.
Yeah,
Man, to see
yeah.
that in person, wow,
That's crazy.
She was
wow.
there. She was in the building.
That's
My mother
fire.
used to before they even that used to be her girls' night out. Like they wasn't going to like Chippendales and stuff like that. They was going to see
They're going to
WWE.
wrestling.
That's awesome because my
Yeah,
mom was the same way. That's what's up, man.
That's dope.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know how I look at it?
She transferred it to y'all. She got
She
y'all
Yeah,
did.
hooked.
I'm
She
about to
did.
say, yep.
10 million%.
Yep.
10 million%.
That's awesome.
That's
I
dope.
do think the reaction to Hogan is, I think you can feel the way you want to feel about him, good or bad, because you know he never split Terry Bollea and Hulk Hogan. Like Hulk Hogan was always turned on, and I think with social media mostly, like it's a lot of people, but most of the people, the target audience of social media, they weren't even, they might have been born just when he had the last match with The Rock. So what they know of Hogan is the racist incidents, him standing up there ripping his shirt off for Trump. This is what they know. So they don't really, they prove to us the other genres and music and other things. They don't care about pretty much the old school and those who paved the way. So, everybody's gonna be a little bit harder on them,
Well,
but
you made a great point. Not to cut you off, you're making a great point, and if you could build on it, out of all of the wrestlers, Hulk Hogan was always Hulk Hogan. Like we never seen him
mhm.
not be Hulk Hogan. Like even Macho Man, like although he always talked with that gruff voice, like when he was on Regis and Kathy Lee, sometimes we seen him just on some chill stuff. The Rock,
Hmm.
the Rock does it in the same show. Like The Rock will be on SmackDown and be in full final boss character, and then when he goes to the press conference right after, he's Dwayne Johnson. Even the Undertaker, the Undertaker, he
Yeah.
didn't do a lot of interviews during his career, but now we see that this guy is Mark Calloway. He has a tremendous sense of humor. He's funny as hell. He's
Hmm.
charismatic in a different way from the Undertaker, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart. These people separated themselves from the character, but Hulk Hogan was always Hulk Hogan. Like he never called himself Terry Bollea or anything like that. So when we saw that footage of him in the house with you know and him saying that hard ER, nigger, 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 it was like that was a shock to the
I
system.
mean, not on the same shirt. How do y'all feel about growing up in different places? I mean, the ER is a no go. Period. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But me
Hmm.
growing up from being from New York and being around, growing up with black, growing up with Spanish, you know what I'm saying? We call each other that, you know what I'm saying? I might say it here and there, you know what I mean? It's in my vocabulary, you know what I'm saying? I try to take it out in general, but
Bro,
New
I'll be
York,
honest with you.
New
It's like that.
York, New York, Puerto
Like here,
Ricans, they use it.
right? Y'all like that, but
Yeah.
it's like that here in Texas too, bro. And
And
I was just
Texas
talking.
too, you know what I'm
I was
saying?
just telling
Hmm.
my buddy that earlier, bro. Like, one of my best friends is black. I grew up with black people. Mexicans and blacks here are like this. Like,
How do
So
y'all feel when I say that's my nigga?
I
It's
don't, I don't,
I
I
mean,
don't, I don't, I don't feel no type of way when my Latino brothers and sisters do it. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean,
Like,
I
right,
mean, even ethnicity wise, like we have a percentage of it. We black, we dark skin. Like I got cousins is dark like shot. You know what I'm saying? And
mhm.
right.
it's
I
just
I just
different.
don't say it out
I
of
don't, I
respect
don't
for.
feel
I
no
don't know
way.
how
I don't
somebody's
feel
gonna
no
take
way
it
when
if I say
Latinos
it.
I don't
Yeah,
feel no
when
way when
Latino.
Latinos say it. I grew up with a lot of Latinos, and I know when y'all say it, it's a turn of endearment, and I know that if me and
Fact.
Smith or me and Nix is we in the police, we in the car, the police pull us over, he gonna call all of us niggas in there. We all going to, they gonna do something crazy to all of us. So I
Yeah.
never really saw that separation with the Latinos and blacks, like even one of my great friends, Fat Joe, he says it. I don't look at it like that. And when y'all say it, I definitely don't look at it the
Yeah.
way Hulk Hogan say it. But
No, no, of course it's
I
different. You
don't
know what I'm
know
saying? Like, yeah, yeah. He
with
he
the
it's
says
how
that. I remember the
it's
ER
how it's
is
used.
definitely. Yeah, yeah. It's
It's
definitely
literally how it's
different. Yeah.
used. Like, The
Yeah. Like I
NIGGA,
said,
man,
like I
it's a slang. We took the power
yeah,
back from the word, and we only those who being oppressed are allowed to use it. It is
exactly.
what
There
it
you
is,
go.
man. You know what I mean? And it's never anything negative. It's just like my guy, my dude. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
only when you get into
Like
that whole
like I said,
negative
it don't
phase.
it don't even be nobody of no color. It be my other Spanish brothers. I'll be like, nigga, you
Right.
tripping. You know what I'm saying? Like it is what
Yeah.
it is. You
Listen,
know what I mean?
Yeah.
my grandfather was a pastor. He used it. Like you understand what I'm saying? It
Yeah.
was never malicious when he used it. But I mean,
Yeah, I guess
it's a
just it's
part of
just
it.
different. Like it's just different in the West Coast. I guess the West Coast don't use it like that. You feel me? But the
Yeah.
East Coast and Houston and down south and Miami,
Hmm.
Right. I
you
was gonna
grew
say
up with it.
like LA and shit is different, but like Texas, bro, it's
Yeah.
like yeah, it's
Because I seen. I guess some people might have been given OT,
OT, yeah.
uh,
But even
Mexican OT.
he admitted that he fucked up by his response, and he did, bro. He
The
like
way he said it, like, "Hey,
right,
It was the
what you
way
gonna
no,
do about it?"
nah, bro.
now his
Like
response
nah,
was
and
wrong.
he even
Yeah,
right
his
it was,
response was
and
wrong.
he lost a good one of his black homies because he did that shit, and he's like, you know what,
Yeah.
I'm wrong because I did that. I'm like, yeah, 150% OT, you were wrong, bro.
Yeah,
Like, but
not what
yeah,
I'm gonna do about it. Even like the
right.
Samoans in the Bay, they use it. You know what I'm saying? They call each other that. It
Oh
is
yeah.
what it
Right.
is.
Yeah, but it's
It's
and even Hulk Hogan, they brought this clip back when he was on Who Kid a while ago, and he was trying to clean it up a little. He was on Who Kid several years ago when this controversy first happened, and he was saying that he'll
I
be
don't
in
remember that.
Miami and he'll run across Game and Birdman and Lil Wayne, and they say, "What's up, my nigga?" Nah, he wasn't. He didn't say it like that. He
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
say
You
it
didn't
like
say.
that.
You said
He
you didn't know you were being recorded, and you were saying
right,
it on some racist fucking
right,
white shit. You know
Exactly.
what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
And
and
admitting it,
he admitted it. At
right?
the very
Admitted
end, he
it.
said, "Well, I guess I'm a little
He,
racist." I was like,
he
God damn! Like it was almost like one of them parody things where it's like
It's so
you're
bad.
trying to
Yeah.
incriminate yourself.
yeah.
Yeah.
Part of me
Cause
try to
you
forget what not forget, but put it in the back of my head. But when obviously what's going on is people are writing that shit out and putting it in memes, and it's in your face, and yeah, reading it back is rough, man. It's rough.
yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what else though?
My only Yeah, go ahead.
Like talking to other diehard wrestling fans, a lot of the issue with them and even me to a point is when the racist stuff came out. Now we start thinking about because it was a Junkyard Dog was just as big as him in the '80s, so it's like was he holding back other black wrestlers? And then you hear
Oh yeah,
interviews
definitely.
from you know what I mean? So it's like it taints the yellow and red to me a little bit. You know what I mean? Because I know for Coco was over. You know what I mean?
Wait, hold up. Hold up. I love Junkyard Dog. I love Coco Beware, but you saying that they was as big as Hogan in the '80s or like the
Nah,
early
he's
'80s?
saying that
No,
maybe he
no,
was blocking opportunities because he was a
Oh,
shot
he
caller.
blocked them. He blocked them from
they've
ascending.
they've never
Because they
held
probably could
gold,
have
man.
wrestled.
But
They
I
probably
mean,
could have wrestled. They probably could have did some big matches, and he probably
Yeah.
was hating on them. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
Because
But
yeah,
again,
hey,
like
remember
the man,
they
yeah.
were they were both
I
on the
don't want. I'm not
cartoon
defending
too. They were
Hogan.
both just as big.
what
Yeah,
you said,
they was
Shot?
on the cartoon. Yeah, I was saying
They both was on the
I
cartoon
don't want to
too.
defend Hogan. Yeah, they was on the
Yeah,
cartoon. Junkyard Dog and Superfly Snooker, two men of color. They actually they helped. They was the cast. Superfly was he was in the corner in the first
Hmm.
WrestleMania. He was huge. Junkyard Dog, he was right up there with Hogan and Andre Piper. Some of the
Yeah.
first wrestling figures. So Junkyard Dog did he was up there. I don't know if necessarily if Hogan held him back. I know Junkyard had some things that he was dealing with too. He's not here to speak on it. So but I have heard stories of Hogan, backstabbing not just black people but white people as well. Jesse the Body Ventura
Oh yeah,
can't
everybody.
stand Hulk
Oh,
Hogan just because he's
everybody,
dead.
definitely.
Right.
No,
Yeah,
everybody. But again, yo, he passed. You know what I'm saying? He's a legend. He did what he
he's a
did.
legend.
You know what I mean? His all
He's a legend.
is forgiven now. You know what I'm saying? He
So
Of
ultimate
course,
let
man.
sacrifice.
how about this? Let's all just talk our favorite memories of Hope, like the good stuff. You know what I mean? What we
Yeah,
got?
we could
Suburban
definitely say that.
Commando,
And
Mr. Nanny.
know that
He got some.
none of the
I
movie.
He got
I'll
some
tell you what.
classics.
I don't think I could. I don't think I could pick out a favorite moment, but you know, like for it to even like my nephew's only 7 years old, but for him to want to dress up as Hollywood Hogan for Halloween last year, you know what I'm saying? Go full out wig, boots, and all that. You know, that's
Yeah,
what he did for wrestling, man. For him, somebody 7 years old to see
yeah.
that on you know on YouTube and want to follow that and want the figures and all that. That's to me what he did.
yeah, yeah,
Shout out to Liam, love your nephew.
yeah, you know.
I mean, and big up to our other
It's,
family member on here, Ari.
the
He'll
Samoan
be back.
werewolf looking like MLW style lately.
Hmm.
Nah, that's gonna be incredible. I mean, to me, the two biggest moments and Hulk Hogan, the three biggest moments to me with Hogan is one, fighting Andre the Giant. I mean, to me, that's still the biggest match in wrestling history. That's something that the whole world was tuned into. I had so many family members that didn't even watch wrestling that was asking, they wanted to see it. And it also brought the mystique because that was like the early days of pay-per-view, and you could actually watch it on closed circuit TV and go to the movie theater and see it. So, Hogan and Andre, that was the big, they talk about WWE wouldn't be where it was without the first WrestleMania, which was, that card was good, but WrestleMania 3 was really one of the best WrestleMania cards from top to bottom. And they gave us that Ricky the Dragon Steamboat and Savage match. Still is that's still a standard. But Hogan and Andre, um, and I came in. I wasn't old enough to know Andre the Giant from way back in the '70s and I think the '60s, but my mother was watching him, so she was intrigued. And I just remember all of the older people in my family that didn't even watch wrestling was tuned in, like the whole world. Like you would see Hogan and Andre on ABC
and,
News,
and
like the
and
whole
at
world
that
was
and at
tuned in.
that time, everybody thought wrestling was real.
Bro,
Well,
you couldn't tell
he,
me
he still
wrestling
said
wasn't
it's
real until
real.
I was like
I
fucking
still
10,
it's still
11.
real to me. It's still real to me.
No, you know what I mean.
But
Before they're
no
doing
Bro, I,
the
predetermined.
I,
the
I
No
thought
Netflix behind
Undertaker
the
predetermined.
and I thought
scenes.
Undertaker and Kane were blood brothers. Like,
Listen,
man, I was in
this
gold.
is child. This is before didn't the Netflix thing drop today too on Netflix?
Uh,
The
No,
untold.
it's
next week.
Wednesday, you
Next
know.
week.
Yeah,
The
So
12th.
Next
yeah,
week.
Next week.
that's what I mean. Before people know it was predetermined. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Mhm.
that's too much.
Yeah.
When they
You know
should
what I'm
So,
still be
saying?
throwing trash at the
so
wrestlers.
Yeah,
yeah.
Hmm.
and gave one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And
So
the other,
Hogan and
and the
I.
other. Go ahead, shot my man.
Go ahead, Smith. I already know what you're gonna
Now I
say.
was
Just
saying,
fire
and the
away.
probably this, and the second one was when he turned
When he
heel on
turned, when he turned
WCW.
heel, when he
Yeah,
turned heel.
yeah,
That
and
to me,
probably
that's
I,
still
I guess the third when he went against The Rock. No, that's
yes,
not your third.
yes. Nah, I'm with you.
Those
I'm with
moments.
you. I'm with you. I'm
Yeah,
with you.
we with it. Those are the best. That was the shit. Even when Andre ripped his chain off his chest and he was like,
And
"I
he had the
forgive
little
you."
pellet of blood on his chest.
Yeah, he's like, "You ripped it too hard." You know what I'm saying?
Hurt me.
Man, let me
Yeah,
see.
and
I think for me,
it was just so exciting.
yeah,
He gave it
I think
was
my
one, but we
favorite.
gave you three. We gave you all ours. Nah,
I got when probably my first and only mania was in Toronto when Hogan beat Warrior. So that'll probably be, I mean, Warrior beat Hogan. So that's probably my number one memory because being there was crazy. Um, number
Wait, you was
two,
there?
yeah, that's
E,
my
you was
first and only
there?
mania. Yeah,
What?
Crazy.
I
Wait,
I've been saying that all this
hold
time.
on.
Yeah, I
Yo,
don't think
E,
y'all heard.
yo,
Yeah,
E,
We 40 some shows deep.
you ain't saved none of your ticket stubs, man.
I don't know where any of that stuff is, man. That I might have. What was that? 1990. I can't remember what year it was, but I was like 9, man. Nah. Um. Probably my next memory
Man,
Yo, what was it
these
was
like to
days you
be in
gotta get
that
a
um.
building?
digital ticket.
Wait, what was it like to be
Yeah.
in that building, Hogan and Warrior?
It was crazy because the ground was shaking. Like everybody was going crazy for Hogan, but when Warrior was the like when he came out, that's when the pop. Like it was different, man. It's like you don't see that kind of electricity anymore. Like the closest is when they go to like foreign countries and they start the chants and all of that. But the energy from that, and it was like a changing of the guard. Like everybody, you could tell everybody was like mostly rooting for the Warrior. It was kind of like fatigue of Hogan. So like when Warrior went over,
Hmm.
like that place exploded. Like my grandfather was jumping up and down. You know what I'm saying? Like he was ecstatic. He was a Hogan guy. I was the Warrior guy. He's a Hogan guy. So it was a great
That's how
great
it was with me and
atmosphere.
Ari.
Yeah.
Me and Ari
Yep.
was a household divided because Ari was for Hogan, I was for Warrior, and man, did I tease the hell out of Ari when Ultimate Warrior won. Ari got his revenge on me though when it was Shawn Michaels against Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels won. But
Yeah.
yo, that
why,
Hey, I
Hogan and Warrior was incredible.
why Uncle
hey, I
Howdy
know
had the
it's
mask on in the memorial?
I know, right, man. I know like my other favorite man it's just a story and it's Undertaker telling a story about how he thought he hurt Hogan and I call it the "You Got Me, Brother" story. So that's like another favorite memory. All the memes of all the different like Hogan. What did he wrestle 400 days and 300 in a year? When he told that
Something
story.
like that. Something outlandish.
Another thing.
Oh
Why
man,
Tommaso Ciampa had his shirt off?
He's always got his fucking shirt
he
off.
always got his shirt off. That's crazy.
Yeah, he's
Dude
a
is a
dude.
bodybuilder. He's a bodybuilder. He's trying to,
I guess. I mean, yeah, I guess if I
Listen,
was jacked
man,
like that, I'd have been like,
if anybody on here was built like Tommaso Ciampa, we
yeah.
would all be doing the same shit. We
We go to Target like that.
oh,
They
yeah.
were like, "Sir, you
Nick,
gotta have a shirt on."
what's a Hogan memory?
Yeah, I guess it would be him turning heel. So like Hollywood Hogan and all that was more my time. So but my grandfather, I just remember him. Yeah, he was a Hogan guy too. So just him seeing the excitement he always had for him when he would come out, he'd be like, "Oh, like you don't he would always tell me you don't understand." And when I was super young, but as I got older, yeah, man, he's Hulk, the immortal one.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Oh, and another one too is when he lost the title on the main. It wasn't Saturday night's main event. I don't think it might have just been called the main event because I think it was what was on a Friday. But when he wound up losing the belt to Andre the Giant, and it was Earl and Dave Hebner, the twin brother
The
referees,
twins.
where Hogan got jerked. Like yo,
Yeah, I remember
that
that.
to me that's still the illest angle ever because we didn't know we didn't know there was two of them. You can't do that again. Like there are no more twins and referees. So we'll never see that
Hmm.
again. But to me, that was just the illest thing. And for Hogan to lose the title, um, it was just a shocker because we never thought that Hogan would lose the belt. We never thought that he would lose a match, period. But we never thought that he
Mm-hmm.
would lose the belt because he had it for so long. So they did such
Yeah.
a great job of building him, and he was the ultimate ambassador, no pun intended. He was the ultimate ambassador for wrestling, man. In the '80s and even in the '90s, man. He just took it. He just took it to different levels, and when they
Yeah.
created the NWO, which brought a reality feel into wrestling when it might have been feeling a little too cartoonish. The NWO came, and today that's still like the template. Bringing that reality. That's the wave now. Like you gotta have now.
It's
It's
the
ultra
logo, bro.
reality.
It's
Yeah,
the logo. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? But
Hey
crazy.
man, we also can't forget he was involved in my it's my second favorite feud, but a lot of people have it as the greatest feud. But the mega powers exploding, man, that was huge. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
I don't think we ever
Oh
seen
my
nothing like
God.
that at that time. Mm.
Oh my
Also
God.
another.
The way when I was just gonna say the way Macho Man's eyes was bloodshot red when they was in the back when they would took had to take Miss Elizabeth backstage, and Macho Man's eyes was bloodshot red. Like that was the biggest, the greatest display of hatred that I've ever seen on any wrestler's face. And we've seen wrestlers that's supposed to hate each other, but the hatred that he had, and it was all in his eyes, and his veins was popping out, and it really looked like he wanted to kill Hulk Hogan.
What was his name when he used to wear that black? He used to wear like a black mask
Um,
Oh, he
early.
was wanted. Oh, well, I know at one point they had this tag team called the Machines, and they
Mm-hmm.
would rotate. Like Andre the Giant was the Machine. It was Hulk Hogan Machine.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
I watched the episode of
Mm-hmm.
the treasure hunting thing where they was looking for the Andre the Giant machine mask. That shit was fire. That man.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
the
you know
Super
he
Destroyer,
just
the Super Destroyer black mask.
Black Mask. Yep.
yeah
Hey,
he just did so much, man. But um I know before he passed, he said that he gave his life to the Lord. So, whatever type of hatred or stuff that he had for any other races or creed, I hope he didn't take that to the grave with him. I hope when he said that he found the Lord, I hope that he did, and he found love in his heart for everybody because so
Yeah.
many people loved Hogan, and he disappointed, and he cheated himself out of dying the ultimate hero. Like if that video is if he didn't feel that way and that video never came to light, you know,
But and
we,
not to keep dwelling on the same shit. But wasn't it two things that had came out? Like a phone call or was just the audio of the video?
It
the
was the
video,
video.
it
audio,
was
the
the
video.
video.
But remember, it was an
Yeah,
incident too
but
with his
then
son. His son was dating a black girl, and he went off on her
Yeah.
with the N word and
There you go.
everything. It was a few incidents.
Yeah.
So
and his daughter was dating a black, like, yeah, it came out that he's used the word,
mhm.
A couple
more than that
times.
one time. So you know, hopefully he got himself together and got right with God. So
And then
hopefully he's looking down on us and not up. But got to get yourself right. He had to get himself together. You know what I'm saying? He got to get
The
himself
only
right
thing
with
I'll say
God.
that I didn't agree with is everybody was saying like, oh, the WWE universe is like his last appearance on Netflix, he got booed out of the fucking building. They're like that he
Yeah,
didn't deserve that. Well, hey, nobody knew that he was ultimately this was gonna happen, but I mean that wasn't our fault,
I mean, yeah, I mean, you went to
he
LA
really
and you shouldn't have brought him out
right?
of LA.
Even at that, like
he
he
did
never
listen.
decided to show himself in a better light up to that point.
LA
So it
is
was what it
liberal,
was,
man.
though. But
He listen. He
right,
he did he deserved it. he's the one that chose to say those words and have those thoughts in his mind
Exactly.
about people of other
I
races,
mean,
because I'm sure that he
and
wasn't just saying nigger for black people. I'm sure he was saying derogatory stuff about,
Well,
y'all
he
Latino
did
Oh,
brothers.
I'm
And
sure. Yeah.
he did
oh no
love
no
Young Jeezy.
yeah,
The
he
truck.
Young
Yeah.
Jeezy and
he
wearing
loved Jeezy
Jordans.
and Jordans, right? He loved Jeezy and Jordans,
Yeah, and
but
collecting
Hey, but
Jordans. Yeah.
another
like
point
I said,
is
but we listen to E.
no a
That's a
lot
good
of
point.
people who don't watch wrestling. Um, I know he gave his life to Christ and all, but last thing they remember is recent. Him was trash. He was trashing Kamala. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of black women
Yeah,
in
he
general took
said he
offense
wanted
to
to
that.
body
So
slam.
it's not too many people that had too many nice things to say.
I took offense to it.
Because
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I took
Shot to
because
offense
that
if
to
they're
it.
not,
righteousness.
It's
because
yeah.
it's sad, man.
All I'm
Like you
saying
said,
is,
man.
go ahead. E. Yeah, it's sad. It's sad. It's sad. And for somebody who, he put in the work. He did. We all are here because we love wrestling, and Hogan really built up the sport and the culture that we love. So um,
Yeah,
we got to give him that acknowledgement. But if you look at the last 20 years of Hogan's life, his whole family, after that reality show, that's when things started to go to shit. Like his family don't get along anymore. We saw his wife and his ex-wife and his daughters beefing.
that was
His
recent
body
too.
was beat down. That was recent. His son got arrested and drunk driving, and his son killed somebody in a vehicular homicide situation. Uh,
He's a burnout, man. Crash out.
Hogan's body, he could barely walk. He was going through all of this physical stuff, and now, like, when you saw Hulk Hogan, all the happiness that you had when you was a kid, like he could just walk on the screen, you could just stop and what you're doing and just delight and just hearing him talk. And I was saying this to somebody else. If he really lived like how he told us to live, like if he lived like saying your prayers, eating your vitamins, being good to all mankind, if he really lived like that, the words he preached, we would be having the biggest parade for Hogan in every city right now because everybody grew up loving the dude. But
Hmm.
that was unfortunately the separation from Hulk Hogan and Terry Bollea. So we have the memories, and we'll look back at the memories of him in the ring with fondness, but outside of the ring, it was something different. Let,
Yeah.
let's just get to SmackDown real quick before we leave. They announced, we all was saying, even on the text thread today, we were saying that it's a damn shame that they're not defending the tag team belts at SummerSlam. Like, yo, let's give the Street Profits and those other guys some respect. Like, let's have a tag team match for the belts at a PLE. And lo and behold, when they ended SmackDown today, it ended in chaos. The Wyatts were defending against the new tag team. I guess they're not letting Ray Phoenix get no shine as a solo guy, but I am happy that at least we'll see Ray Phoenix and Andrade too. Andrade is a fantastic wrestler. He needs to be getting shine. So I guess it can't, if it doesn't come in the form of a singles run. They're getting a tag team together. They did a little vignette on SmackDown, and the match with the Wyatts ended in disqualification when Nikki Cross interfered. And it's gonna be all of the tag teams on SmackDown are gonna fight in a TLC match at SummerSlam. Me personally, I think that's gonna be the match that steals the whole PLE night 1 and 2. Nick, what do you think? Tag team TLC match at SummerSlam. Tag teams finally getting some shine.
Me and E were talking a little bit earlier before the pod, and one thing I'll take away from it is, yeah, we're happy that the Street Profits are back or getting back on the PLE. So, happy they're getting another crack at the titles, and I hope they can bring it back. I'm sure it's gonna be a crazy match. Tables, ladders, and chairs. I mean, I can only imagine what kind of spots they're gonna set up and what they can do. So, we'll see. It should be interesting.
The Hardys got to come out, man. I'm gonna
I was
call
thinking
it.
this. I was gonna just say that,
Hardys got
Shaw.
to
I was
come out
like,
and do
the
something.
Hardys gotta come out, but I don't know, man.
This
I
guy.
I swear, I swear, I was thinking the same fucking thing. Crazy, thinking the same thing.
Yeah, so boom. Then we had Logan Paul and Jelly Roll segment.
Boring.
That was
Yeah,
quick.
uh, I think it's gonna be a fun match, but um, I think
Like
it's
when
gonna be
Johnny Knoxville
go-
when Johnny
yeah,
Knoxville wrestled.
it's
Yeah,
gonna be
that was
a
fun.
fast match. It's gonna be fast match. It's gonna be funny. Um,
Mic check, mic check.
There you go.
yes, E will you here, man. So before you cut out, you had some thoughts on the tag team titles finally being defended on the PLE.
Yeah, man. Yeah, every team deserves to be in that match. Should be a really, really good match. For me, looking at the card, it might be match of the night. Looking at all the matches I've seen so far, so
For sure.
I'm looking forward to it. And I heard something about Nick saying, or Shy, somebody saying about the Hardys possibly coming out. I think that would be dope. Um, Not sure if anybody saw TNA, but they pretty much waging war against WWE right now. So it's about to be lit.
I'm sure if this is the right time for it to happen, one more match, it should
Yeah,
be it. Oh,
I would like to see the
set up,
Hardys to crash
set
with the
it up.
TNA titles.
That would be tight.
Fire. Fire.
It's gonna be fun, man. I'm looking forward to it. Of course, we will have our SummerSlam preview. Uh, I'm gonna actually go out there. Spiff, you going out this SummerSlam?
I don't know, 50-50.
Yeah,
50-50.
I'm gonna go out there and check it out, man. I'm gonna see what it is, man. We gonna see. It should be cool. And real quick before we end off, E will. What the
Yeah.
hell is we gonna switch over to AEW real quick? What the hell is going on with the Hurt business, the Hurt Syndicate, man? Why they doing my man
Yo.
MJF like that? Like
So
I like I like it with MJF. Like let's not break them up that quick.
nah, they're not gonna break up. So what happened was Edge made a deal with FTR and Stokely that he can't touch them. So he paid the Hurt Syndicate to beat down Stokely and FTR or whatever. They get to the
Almost like
back.
the APA, like how people used to do the APA back in the
The
day.
Yep.
APA.
Because I mean that's their main focus. I know they got gold, but in the business of hurting people, so they get back in the locker room and MJF, they doing an interview, first of all, and he walks in screaming and yelling about himself and not the team. You know what I'm saying? They said, yo, we got paid, that's what it's for, blah, blah, blah. And he got ready to say something and lastly handed his championship to MVP and yoked that man up. Had him against the lockers, told him he didn't really want him on the team, and he gave him the thumbs down and walked away. Shelton looked at him and shook his head like he was disappointed and walked away. And MVP said a few words to him, and they all just left him standing there. But I think he's all right. I think he's gonna get in line. They can't break this dynamic up yet.
They just need to go back to the locker room, watch Happy Gilmore 2, and they'll be all right.
That's it. Yep.
That's it. That's all they gotta do.
Let
Yeah,
MVP roll up real quick.
Big up to Will Ospreay. He came out and said that he's gonna be injured. He's gonna be out. Uh, he has some issues with his neck. He's gonna be out for a little
Yeah.
while, but he should be back by the Forbidden Door. And if you have not seen the Tony Storm promo this week, she continues to be magnificent. She is a national treasure to all wrestling fans. Tony Storm's promo this week was absolutely hilarious and engaging. I love
Hmm.
Tony. Big up to her. Um, but again, this week everything is overshadowed by the loss of Hulk Hogan. We want to send our prayers and condolences to everybody, to the families of everybody who was lost this week. Ozzy Osbourne, um, Malcolm Jamal Warner, Hulk Hogan, Julian McMahon, who played Doctor Doom in the Fantastic Four. Go ahead, E.
Hey, Chuck Mangione too. He was a jazz
Wow,
artist. A lot of his music
wow,
has been sampled in hip hop too.
wow.
He was from New York, upstate New York. So
It was a really tough week, but thank you to all of the men and women in the squared circle who are taking our minds off of the troubles and the strife and turmoil of life. Um, day in, week in and week out, I should say. They continue to do it. They give us some escapism for the 2 hours or 3 hours that we're watching, and you know, they make life a lot better. Even if it's
yeah.
just for those 2 3 hours, for the time that we watch them. So
Oh, one more thing, Shaw.
yes, sir.
I haven't seen anybody mention it too, but in May, a couple months ago, I don't know his name off bat, but the guy who did the Hulk Hogan theme song, he passed away in May. I believe May 25th. So
Oh yeah.
this is a crazy year. So
I don't
I
know if it's
mean,
true, but they did say that he died exactly 10 years after the whole scandal came out. I don't know. I had to fact check that. But to
yeah,
date, like to date, 10 years to date. So
word. But
crazy.
rest in
Yo,
peace
fantastic, fantastic
to the
four just
singer.
came out today too.
I was
Hey,
I
I give it
saw it. I
nine
saw it.
stars.
Nine
You saw?
stars out of what? Out of
Yeah,
five?
out of 10, man. I liked it.
Y'all saw Fantastic Four?
I like.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we saw it
I haven't seen
yesterday.
it.
I, I saw it
We
yesterday.
Uh,
gotta come back.
all
Yeah,
right,
I
don't
saw
tell
it
me about the
yesterday.
post. I heard the post edit
I
credit
ain't saying
scene
nothing.
was directed by the Russo brothers, so and it directly connects to the next movie, the Secret Wars, or I mean, the Avengers
I won't
Doomsday.
say
Doomsday. Doomsday is the
it's
next
two
one.
of
All right,
them. It's
I'm gonna
two
go see
credits.
that Joan
So
tomorrow.
yeah,
So the
man,
next
it was worth
episode,
it.
we gotta talk about what was the best superhero movie of the summer. Was it Superman or was it Fantastic Four? That'll be the debate next time. So we'll do
Let's
it
do it.
for Ari, Nick 816, Spiff with the new background, E Will, um, this is Shaheem Reed, the Rap on Wrestling Podcast. We appreciate y'all. Like, subscribe, and share. The channel is continuing to build up, and we thank all of you for supporting us. Oh man,
Yes, sir.
peace.